What's up, Talk Nation? My name is Chanel, and you are now listening to the Chanel Talks podcast. Today, y'all know I've been searching for that DLs list. And you know what? I never found the DLs list, but guess what? I did find, unfortunately, a herpes list. I've been looking for the DLs list and I wanted to see who's on it. A lot of people that are on it is from the P. Diddy parties, and I was trying to find it, but I couldn't really find it. So today, I ended up finding the herpes list. Now, we all know about the herpes controversy, how Usher was sued, how NBA YoungBoy put out an album called Herpes or a song called Herpes in his album, and we're gonna get into it. So the first thing that came up that I was surprised about herpes, but this is the thing. Usher in 2017 got sued and was diagnosed with herpes and was on the public health controversy. NBA YoungBoy, of course, in 2000 and I'm gonna say 18. Let me see here because I got it in my notes. Was diagnosed with herpes and put out an album called Herpes. And his first baby mama, as you know, she was beaten and said that she also contaminated the virus, got the virus, and found out when she was pregnant. So that's one of the things. As I was going looking up people with herpes, I don't know, I just started looking this up. Um, I also uh came across Tina Turner, who shared her experience with herpes in 1986. Kylie Jenner made headlines in 2016 when rumors circulated about her contracting the virus, and she never denied or confirmed the rumors. So she never really said if she had herpes, but there was rumors about Kylie Jenner basically saying that she had herpes. Charlie Sheen, also we known Charlie Sheen in 2015 said that he had herpes and HIV for several years before he was diagnosed with the herpes. So he got HIV plus herpes and made headlines in 2015. Kerry Washington spoke about her herpes in the genital area and have been living with it for years. And she made statements during her time of being actress and saying how she contracted the virus. Vanessa Williams, actress, spoke about her herpes and using her platform to bring awareness and making sure people are educated and being safe with herpes. Magic Johnson, as you guys all know, had came out within the public eye, saying that he had HIV and has herpes and other health conditions. R. Kelly has herpes and other medical conditions that was confirmed. Um, in 2019, 11,000 people went to Coachella and came back with herpes from sexual activities in 2019 from Coachella. Coachella, guys. In 2019, people were performing sexual activities, and 11,000 people got diagnosed with herpes during Coachella. Okay? And this is crazy because herpes have been, circling all around. And it's been a controversy for years with celebrities and everybody coming out with herpes, and then you go to Coachella and there's 11,000 people who's repeated came back with herpes to their hometown. And yeah, that's a big huge number, 11,000 people. So just think about like how many people with herpes are in the world. You really have to be safe. You really have to know your partner. You really have to talk. You really got to use protection. And you can't just be letting people out here giving you whatever they have. You really have to go to the doctor because some people experience herpes in different areas, and some people never have symptoms, and it's just living in the bloodstream. So you really need to go get tested, and you really need to be safe out here. You thinking that you safe with your partner, and you really just don't know when they're cheating, because a lot of our spouses and spouses in the past that we have and people in general sleeping with, people that they trust without a condom, and then you get cheated on and you don't know if they use the condom or not, and then you just don't know. So you really have to be safe. You have to use the condom. You really have to get to know your partner, talk with them, and make sure that you guys are just being safe out there. That was one of the things my doctor has consistently talk to me about, being safe and using condoms. I'm always was like a big condom user, and I just don't even carry condoms no more. But I haven't really had any new sexual partners, but I'm definitely going to start carrying condoms with me again, and just in case if I have a sexual partner, or out and about, and meeting different just men or people in general, and just practicing safe sex, because we all need to be safe. And honestly, I came upon this list of celebrities with cold sores and herpes and things like that, and I was so surprised about this list. It's very long. You guys go to these meet and greets with celebrities, and then half of you guys, y'all want to be with these celebrities and trying to get these high quality men, and you just and girlfriends, and you just don't know what is out there. Sex is the biggest form of let me see, how do I say it? Sex is very big in the industry of people watching just all kind of sexual platforms, porn, um what is it called, OnlyFans, and things like this. And then also, like, you guys go on these dating websites, and you guys are meeting people because you're looking for love and things like that. You just want to be careful out here that you're not getting STIs, STDs, HIV, and other things like in that nature, and health issues. So you really just have to be careful and know what you're getting yourself into before you're doing it. And also, women, y'all need to be carrying condoms, because a lot of these men that y'all have come in contact with, they're not even buying condoms or thinking about using condoms with you, and they're just all over you and wanting to have sex. But you very well should actually talk to these people, and you ladies as well should be carrying condoms. And I'm gonna start taking my own advice and buying and using condoms again. That should be a number one thing. A lot of you people are using and have condoms and things like that. Just make sure that those condoms and stuff are not expired, and making sure that you buying the right amount of condoms, because some partners that you may have go back to back rounds of sexual activities, and you just want to make sure that you're safe. And also, you really need to check people's lips, and looking at their lips and looking at their mouth, and making sure they don't have making sure they brush their teeth and they don't have any sores and things around the lip area, and on the tongue area and things like that, just before you start having sex, because sex is very popular in the community of being an adult. It's just part of being an adult, and you really just want to make sure that you are safe out here, because you never know who people are being around. And if you live in LA, I be saying this all the time. I tell people all the time, I meet tons of celebrities, okay? They're walking amongst us. You don't know who's a celebrity. They lie. You just don't know. And you just, we see them, and people, they don't really know who's a celebrity and who's not when they're walking regular out in the street, not really flashing their gold, or how they present themselves on YouTube and how they present themselves on TV. You really have to be careful, because honestly, they're walking amongst us looking like regular people, and we really just don't even know who they are. You know, you see them on TV and you be like, yeah, I know him, blah, 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 blah. But when you're in LA, it's thousands and thousands of people walking the streets, and you just don't know who's a celebrity or not. I done ran into so many celebrities just walking around LA. Like, and people don't even know who they are. I remember I went to a bar in Hollywood and OT Genesis was there, and he was looking at me like, girl, you better not freaking blow my cover up in here. And then nobody really even knew who he was. Like, nobody. And he was actually yelling at the person in the front door. I'm not sure if he was just like joking around or yelling or whatever the case may be, but he walks the streets of LA all the time. And you just don't know these celebrities and who they are. Um so yeah, I didn't seen a lot of people from Walking Dead walking around LA with no security, no nothing. Like, I've been meeting a lot of people, just different celebrities, just walking the streets. Nobody even knows who they are. They're walking like regular people, and you just don't even know. I could swear to on my life, Leonard from Big Bang Theory lives down the street from me. I didn't call him Leonard a couple of times. Nobody knows who he is, and he just walks my neighborhood like with his dog, his big freaking dog. I'm not even sure if that's him. It looks like him. It could be him. I say hi to him all the time, and I also have called him Leonard several times. So you just don't know these celebrities, where they've been, what kind of parties they go to, and you just don't know if they celebrities or not. Some of you probably have slept with celebrities and y'all don't even know, in LA area. So it's a big freaking state with just lots of people and lots of celebrity just walking around, and you never know who they am, because who they are, because they're in disguise. They're in disguise, and you just don't know who they are. They're wearing a hat. They look different. They putting on regular clothes, and they just want to feel normal for the day. And they're just walking the streets, and you just really don't even know who they are if there's no cameras or anything around encircling them. You just don't know. So you just really have to be careful. And then there's tons of parties and mansion parties and things like that going on all over LA, all over Hollywood, Beverly Hills, Santa Monica, Orange County, and you just really have to be careful. And then you really need to talk to your partner about their sexual history and knowing what they have done, because you just don't know if you even came in contact with the celebrity, and you don't know if you slept with a celebrity or not, because these people are literally regular. They look regular, and you just don't know. And you think that these celebrities wouldn't be walking the streets of LA and downtown and Hollywood, but they do all the time, and I catch them all the time just walking out being regular. And my whole thing is, after met Chris Brown, I met Chris Brown one time on Melrose, and I brung all the paparazzi to him, because I just couldn't believe Chris Brown was walking with a group of people. And I just didn't believe it was him. And I was like, oh my God, it's Chris Brown. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I was so in shock that I met him, that all the paparazzi just came and swarmed him. So I told myself, when I meet celebrities, I'm never doing that stuff again, because I actually could have had a regular conversation with him. We could have been vibing, and here I am screaming, yelling, and bringing too much attention to him. So yeah, after that, I don't do that anymore. I meet tons of celebrities. I don't bring any attention to them, and I love meeting them, period. I'll be like, oh my God, this is the person from Walking Dead. Oh my God, I can't believe it's you, blah, blah, blah. And because me and my friend, we were like, he looks familiar. We don't know who he is. And then he was like, that's the guy from Walking Dead. And I'm like, it is. He's like, that's Negan. And then, yeah, so just be careful out there, because you don't know what parties people are going to. Love and Hip Hop throws parties all the time. There's just different celebrities, NBA players. I mean, we literally have tons and tons of celebrities in LA. So you just really have to be careful and know the sexual history of these people, because you don't know, these regular people that you come in contact with, you're not thinking nothing of, and they could have been to these parties performing sexual activities, because sexual activities is so um out there in the world, sexual content, and people are looking at these things, and they say, a lot of celebrities say the biggest thing that gets them money and makes them go viral is sex, being sexual, their bodies, getting BBLs, getting boob implants, getting lip fillers. All these things are sexual content. So you really just have to be careful who you sleeping with, carry condoms, and be safe. And then there was a long list of this woman who wrote a book about all celebrities that have herpes, have cold sores, and things in that nature. So this is the list of names of celebrities she put out, and this is a very long list, and this is not even half of the list she said. These are just some of the people that she's seen that have cold sores, that have genital, that came out with genital herpes, and this is the list of celebrities that she have named. And I am so sorry if I make exposing you as in a celebrity, but this is on the internet, and this is what she has put out. So don't get mad at me, but your name, it, don't get mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger, because this is the name that she have put out all over the internet, and that she has put in her book that you could purchase on Amazon, on Barnes and Noble. So these are a list of people that she already put out, and these are the alleged names: Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, Kim Kardashian, Brad Pitt, Rihanna, Michael Jackson, Usher, as we know, Justin Timberlake, Kate Moss, Annie Hitchie, I don't know how to say her name, Sheryl Crow, David Beckham, Victoria Beckham, Katie Holmes, Joshua Jackson, Alyssa Milano, I don't know how to say her name, Jessica Alba, Jessica Biel, Bow, whatever her name is, Pamela Anderson, Orlando Bloom, Mariah Carey, Scarlett Johansson, Derek Jeter, Robin Williams, Chris Brown, Tony Bennett, David Hasselhoff, Lindsay Lohan. And those are just some of the names that she put out there that has herpes cold sores and genital herpes. And I shared with you a couple of names that I seen on the list that people have came out publicly. So yeah, you just really have to be careful. And then I talked about Coachella. 11,000 people were doing sexual activities at Coachella and spreading it at Coachella. So they could have been having, sex, of course, and then sharing cigarettes, sharing cups, just number of things. So, yeah, herpes is contagious, as we all know. It's it's the outbreak. So we just have to be careful, and then also you don't want to get other um STDs and STIs, and as you know, in the LGBTQ community, they have put on social media and commercials and everything that same-sex men. I'm not trying to bash men or anything, but they said that same sex within the men community have came out with new STDs and STIs. You know what I'm saying? So you just really have to be careful of just using condoms and talking with your partner and seeing the sexual health status. Okay? And then also, as y'all know, um that they have reported on my podcast 300 about the Freaknik, that 300 people used to be standing outside to get in these Freaknik parties of P Diddy parties. So we don't know how many people have, been to those Freaknik parties, been with these different celebrities that were having sexual activities as well. That is a long list. That's a long list of people, regular people that was trying to get into those Freaknik parties and things like that. And you know, a lot of people work for these celebrities. A lot of people are really trying to put themselves out there. There's a lot of content creators. There's a lot of influencers. There's a lot of people in LA, Hollywood, and all over California that's trying to, get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Get rich, be putting their name out there, and really trying to become somebody, and trying not to live in poverty, and meeting different people, and people are putting them on because, like I said in my other podcasts, wealth brings more wealth. So you really just have to be careful out here. And also, I just want to say Chanel Talks is accepting bookings at Chanel Talks Booking at gmail.com. Also, you can follow Chanel Talks Instagram and Facebook page. Chanel Talks has its own Facebook and Instagram page. Chanel Talks has merch. Become a part of the Talk Nation today by purchasing Chanel Talks merchandise. Link in my bio. If you want better TV, you can subscribe to Hulu today. Link in my bio. Also, if you want to better yourself and you're suffering from depression and other things, and you want to learn healthy boundaries and limits, and you've been struggling in different relationships, love life, friendship wise, and people just stabbing you in the back and being conniving, you can go get your seek some help today. Seek some help today by going to therapy, which is link in my bio. I think therapy is a good way to better you, better your relationship, and better your friendships, and also just teaches you good healthy habits, setting boundaries and limits with people, so that way you won't be getting messed over, screwed over. And I always keep on saying that. Also, just bettering you personally, bettering your personality, learning how to deal with children and things like that, husband, life in general. And it's not to be ashamed of. It is definitely okay to better yourself with therapy. The links are in my bio. Also, comment, like, and put a heart in the comment section, guys. Like, it doesn't take but 5 minutes of your time to just give me a heart. Um, like, comment, and subscribe today to Chanel Talks. And if you have anything that you want me to talk about, yeah, comment down below and say, hey, I would love to see you talk about this. What's your opinion? Or I'd love to see you talk about that. Get involved with Talk Nation, guys. because Chanel Talks is all about people and yeah, the supporters. So of course I want you guys to comment and get involved with Chanel Talks Nation, please. And so back to the herpes and situation and everything like that. Just protect yourself, guys. Make sure you know who your sexual partners are. People are very revengeful. I was looking back, I'm not sure what this guy name was. You can look it up on YouTube or different platforms, Google it. This guy literally was seeking revenge. A girl gave him HIV, and he was pissed and started spreading it to six different women seeking revenge. Seeking revenge. So you really have to be careful for double backers. And double backers are people who's been out of your life that's trying to come back in your life, and you know those relationships did not work out, and you guys know that the relationship wasn't good for you. You know, you really have to be careful out here of your sexual partners and HIV and STDs, and use condoms, guys. Use condoms, and don't be so quick to share cigarettes, share weed, share drinks. Don't be so quick. Look at people's mouth area before you start sharing drinks with them. Know what people have done before you just start sharing drinks, sharing cigarettes, and sharing different things. Cold sores are not that big of a deal until you have little bumps in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Until they start spreading. And then cold sores is not a big deal until you start having oral sex with someone. And then they start getting little bumps down there. So you really just have to be careful of people not having open wounds and things like that in their mouth. You want to be safe, you want to be careful, and you just don't want to you know, get get the disease, get the STDs, get the STIs, and things like that. You got to take care of yourself. You got to know your worth. Because a lot of us, we're not knowing our worth, not knowing, not feeling good inside. And that's why you got to link in my bio and get help. You know what I'm saying? Because sex is an addiction. Believe it or not, sex can be an addiction for a lot of you men, a lot of you women. It goes both ways. Like, sex could really be an addiction, and it feels good, and you're all for it until you catch something. So be safe and use the condom and get these things. I can't say it enough because I just gave you a list of celebrities who you didn't even think that had the herpes virus. Okay? And as you know, these celebrities got kids, multiple kids. NBA YoungBoy has what? I don't know, 8 baby mamas, 10 different kids, 12 different kids. Now he's married, 10 kids later. Like, and then Usher, we all seen him on the news coming out with herpes. Embarrassing moment for him. We didn't see men and women that contracted the virus. We seen a lot of women, but we also seen transgender men and gay men on there as well, saying that they gave him herpes. So you got to really be careful out here. And then ain't no telling how many NBA young boy have affected with herpes and who those women are with. 8 different people. So, and then imagine how many of those 8 women have slept with other men, and those men sleeping with other women, and those women sleeping with other men, and those men sleeping with other women. I mean, it really can go by in a blink of an eye of the world just contracting the virus of herpes. It's going around everywhere. We really just have to be careful and know these partners, because a lot of you people are not getting to know people before you start getting into relationships, before you start sleeping with them. You don't even know these people. A lot of you are on these websites, Bumble. What is the main one? Something fish. I forgot the name of it. But you guys get the concept of what I'm saying. Plenty of fish. There we go. Plenty of fish. That is a meetup to have sex website. A lot of people have told me that. That's why I got off of that. You guys are meeting on Beagle too. Beagle website. So you just really have to know your sexual partners and know your worth. I am Chanel with Chanel Talks. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Until next time, bye.